Hello, and welcome to the Digital Chowder video blog. I'm Wayne, and in this blog, I'm going to be talking about WPMU DEV and its all-in-one website management. To start off, let me just ask, what is your approach to the use of plugins for your WordPress websites? If you're like me when I first began working with WordPress, getting acquainted with it, the use of plugins, I would have a need, I'd go looking for a plugin to fill that need, preferably with a free benefit, and I would install that plugin for that particular need. Maybe I would be reading an article about how to solve or improve SEO or security or whatever, and I might install the plugin that was recommended by that article. So in time, I had an array of plugins that were beginning to have issues, conflicts, JavaScript errors, slowing down my site. And I was becoming increasingly frustrated with the problems that were arising and the time it took to find solutions. And then one day, while looking for a better solution for image optimization, I came across a recommendation for Smush for images and Hummingbird for site performance. And so I tried them out, and initially I saw them as individual plugins. But as I began to work with them, I discovered that they were just two of a covey of plugins that are provided by WPMU DEV. And as was my practice, I began using the free versions. And then when I decided to upgrade Smush to the Pro version, I learned that by upgrading this one plugin, I had access to the whole line of Pro plugins offered by WPMU DEV. Now, besides doing blogs for my affiliate website, I also develop WordPress sites for small businesses and organizations. And while I was researching and experimenting with various plugins, I was also looking for a unified package that I could offer my clients and would also allow me to manage all those sites. And I thought I had found that with one company and was on the way to making this my website management system for all my clients. But after I came across WPMU DEV, I changed my mind. And what was it that changed my mind? Well, it was the usual: quality and price. Quality first. I knew Smush and Hummingbird have the name recognition for quality products. And I liked what I was seeing in working with those two plugins. And initially I assumed that they would be out of my price range, at least for what I'm willing to work with. But this was not so. When I considered upgrading Smush to the Pro version, I learned that for the price of what I was paying for the lowest level backup with the other company, I could have the Pro version of every plugin that WPMU DEV offered just for that price of that one plugin. And guess what? There are no conflicts. They work together. My website runs faster and it runs smoother. But this was only the beginning. I considered what I was paying for backup, security, contact forms, SEO, and other plugins through the variety that I was using. And I compared that to the one price that I paid for all that WPMU DEV had to offer, and I was blown away. And then to add another piece to this scenario, let's consider multiple websites. I got all the Pro plugins for $7.50 a month for my one site. I only got basic backup with the other company for $5 a month. But now let's add a couple more websites. And for only $12.50 a month, I could provide all Pro plugins for two of my clients while using the third license for myself. And I pay for this additional cost by sharing it with my clients. If I'm so inclined, I can add a small surcharge as well. And then to add the icing to the cake, I have a dashboard that comes with it from which I can monitor all my websites, keep the plugins updated, check security, see if there's any downtime, and so forth. In addition, I'm given tools for client billing and reports that I can give to my clients. Now, does any of this pique your interest? If so, stay with me as I show you some of the features so that you can see them for yourselves. And let me emphasize that even though I'm an affiliate marketer, I'm not receiving any benefits if you should decide to go with WPMU DEV. I'm just trying to help readers find quality services for their websites and small businesses. So here we are at the dashboard for my WPMU DEV site management. And you can see I have 3 websites that are here, and we'll be adding to that as I continue. And as you look at this, you can see right away it says updates 2, which means there are some updates on some of the sites right here. Actually, there's more than 2 because this site has 3 updates. And this one has 2. So you can see right away as you look at managing your different websites, how you can keep up with maintenance for your sites. Here we have security, and I can see how that's going. With this one, we have a red, we have 1 issue. So we can just see here at just sort of a glance. This has to do with performance. Next, we have SEO. We have backups. Next, we have uptime. Uptime is all looking good. Our analytics, we can see the number of visits and page view. And then we have reports, client billing, and WP admin, which would allow me to go to their admin backend of the website. All right, so that's the dashboard. But now if we select, let's say, any length website, we can now get into detail with each of these features. All right, so here is our overview, and we see performance at a 92, looking pretty good. Security, no issues. Backups, it has scheduled backups on this particular site for once a week. I could do that once a day if I wanted to. Uptime, SEO, 83. Updates, we have 2 available. And we can automate this process if we want to, so that it will automatically update. I avoid doing that because if I do run in with to an issue, I'm not as certain of what update might have caused that problem. And I have the choice here to do a backup before doing an update also. Now down the side, we can get into specifics on security. And we can, here we are in security, and we can activate certain things. We can check problems that might be showing up, and so forth. We go to performance. Performance is going well. We can run a test manually if we want to. Response time from the server, and mention that low time that we saw on the dashboard. For a period of time where it really dropped. Speed index is low, but the rest is looking good. Not going into detail on all of these. SEO, we get a total overall SEO score, 83, and we get suggestions for improving that score. Content analysis, get an idea there, okay? Uptime, no downtime. We have been already referring to the lower response time that happened over a short period here. But but no outages. An alert here, internal error, connection timed out. So we did have a short outage right here. It refers to it. Now our analytics, and we get a look at here we have a reference to direct traffic, referral traffic, search traffic, and so forth. No referral traffic on this one, and this is a new site did recently, and it's not having a lot of activity so far. Here are some pages. You can see what the analytics are for those pages. And so there you have an overview of WPMU, what they offer through their plugins. And I might just look at their plugins here as a separate item. We mentioned Smush Pro, which deals with image optimization. Hummingbird Pro deals with site speed and optimization. Defender is your security. Hustle Pro is an email opt-in plugin and marketing plugin. Forminator is your contact forms. Smart Crawl is dealing with your traffic and analytics. Snapshot is your backup. And here's the dashboard. Some others, Branda Pro, I haven't been into yet, but it has to do with branding. Shipper Pro, you can get into shipping. Beehive, I have used for analytics and video tutorials. So there you have it. I want to conclude with a comment about WPMU DEV Support. Support is always an important factor when selecting a product, along with the price and the quality. And if there are problems, I want to know, will I get the help that I need? And with WPMU DEV, the answer to that is definitely a yes. In fact, I give it an A+ rating. Let me just give you an example of an issue with which they helped me. When I first set up the backup plugin, I was having problems. I just simply couldn't get it to back up. And so I contacted through chat, and they worked with me very patiently. We probably spent a couple of hours working on it. We were not solving the problem, and so it was elevated to the technical department, and very quickly they had a support ticket activated. I gave them access to my website, and by the next day they came back to me with a solution, and so my backup was working. But they also noticed in the process that there was a bug in their own plugin. So they asked me to set up a test site so they could do some testing without affecting my main website, which I did, and they're in the process of that now. So they are improving their product based on their experience with me, but the effort they've given it, the time they've given it, and the support and patience, I just couldn't give them a better rating on support. Just add that testimonial to the rest of this about WPMU. I want to emphasize again, I am giving this overview and this recommendation for WPMU DEV, not because I'm going to benefit from it. I'm not, but I highly recommend it. I want to pass that along to my followers and readers. Thank you for joining me in this video about WPMU DEV and its all-in-one monitoring system. If you found it helpful, I hope you'll smash the like button below and leave a comment. Let me know what you think, questions you have, or if you have ideas for future videos. I'd love to hear from you. Then also encourage you to go over to digitalchowder.com, where you'll find a number of articles that can also be helpful for you in your home business.